Hey everybody, Nick here, and today I want to announce something very exciting. That is the addition of a brand new category of item to my EDC. And that is this little guy right here. That's right, I'm getting married today. Shortly after this video goes live, as a matter of fact, I am going to finally turn the fiancé into the wife. Should be something of considerable joy. I'm really excited about it. So, but anyways, in my own nerdy little way, I figured I would share, focus on the gear, which is what I always do, and talk a little bit about the ring that I had designed for this occasion. So the ring itself is relatively straightforward. It is a white gold band with some rose gold in the middle there, and this was actually custom made by my buddies over at Lewis Jewelers in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Same folks who helped me out with watches, helped me out with this little guy, and it is done to my very precise specifications. The reason I decided to go with the white gold and the rose gold, rather than some of your other more modern things, like you see rings these days out of titanium, tungsten carbide, zirconium, all these kinds of things, is that honestly, gold is nice and tarnish proof. It won't, rust. It won't, all of that stuff. So golds are good. It's easy to resize. If there is something that were, if I were ever injured in such a way that my finger this could be cut off very easily. It couldn't, it wouldn't like, wouldn't have to break it off. It has less risk of degloving injuries. I mean, gold is a really good choice for a wedding band. Absolutely 100%. But, even given that it's relatively traditional in that it is gold, I decided to make it a little bit non-traditional with the one little bit of detail that's on here, and that is that little rose gold stripe. So I know what you're thinking. Well, Nick, why is the stripe off center? What's the deal with this? What's going on here? Well, actually, this ring was very much custom designed for me, and I walked into Lewis with a full schematic, believe it or not, complete with measurements out to 3 decimal places of what I wanted this ring to look like. You should have seen the look on the jeweler's face when I slapped this down. But this is this is exactly the schematic of what I wanted this to look like. Yeah, gigantic freaking nerd. And I know what you're thinking. Well, Nick, that's awfully specific. Why these exact numbers? Well, what's coming up? Well, actually, this ring is derived from a mathematical formula. Again, gigantic nerd, guys. I started with the assumption that the ring was 6 millimeters, which I knew to be the case. That was the kind of ring I wanted. Then I used the golden ratio. The golden ratio is a really cool number. It occurs over and over and over again in architecture, in nature. I mean, it is sort of the perfect ratio for design, many people would argue, and it adds a very strong aesthetic to it. And so in order to find the position where the stripe starts, coming from this side to the middle of the stripe here, you divide the ring width by the golden ratio. So 6 millimeters divided by 1.6 some odd. And then to find the width of that stripe once you get there, you take the ring width minus the stripe start, and then you divide that again by the golden ratio. So this entire ring is designed by applying the golden ratio twice. This is completely unnecessary. I could have just drawn a line on a paper and said, hey guys, make a ring that looks like this. But I wanted to be a freaking nerd about it, and I appear to have succeeded. So anyways, this is the newest piece of my everyday carry. This is my wedding ring. You're going to see it in future reviews. Probably living someplace around here. In fact, living exactly there. And yeah, pretty excited to finally put it on. Not so much because of the ring, although it is a nice ring, but mostly because I'm very excited about what it represents. So anyways, I'm off to go do some very important things, but I hope this was interesting to you, and have yourselves just an absolutely wonderful rest of the day. And don't worry, guys, this was filmed well in advance. I'm not taking time out of my wedding day to film a video, although you guys are worth it. Anyways, have a good one, everybody. Bye now.